place where we ponder on the 12 laws of mind and how they affect our world. And so we can see it and we can, determine how we want to respond. So, what a lot of people don't understand, and I don't know how they don't understand this, they're just not thinking it all the way through. It's not the universe, stupid. Okay? It's not the universe. It's universal law. And just because you discovered it, became aware of it, doesn't mean you turned it on. It's always been on. It's always working. It never deviates, and it works for all. You've been doing it forever. Okay? The whole time you've been aware of being here, you've been doing it. This is not privileged information. This information comes to you when you seek it. And you don't seek it until you've had enough pain and suffering. Okay? That's just how it is. You have to learn from experience. And once enough of the cock has been washed off of you, you're led to this stuff. And you do these great things for yourself. But you don't do them for others. Well, they can do it for themselves. Why can't you lift a brother up? Why not? Enough. Enough of that thinking. Y'all don't think it through. If you think it's the universe doing it, first off, does the universe say I am? Does it imagine? Is it aware of being? No. Give me a break. It's not conscious. It can't love. That's all it is. It's being the best universe it can be. It was made out of love, but it can't love. Okay? That's the difference. You can love. You choose what to give your attention to, what you love on. And if you think great things for you and your family and your neighbors and everything, but you think X group are a bunch of shitheads, you're living in an objective world. You got one foot in the canoe and one foot on the shore, and you're going to end up in the river. Wet. It's just how it is, And celebrities are a good way of seeing it. And it's sad. It's sad, really, because when they live like this, what ends up happening is they die like a man. Always wanting, never having enough. Hoarding. We take from everybody but me. Kind of attitude. And, we're going to, no, because they know the laws of mind, and they know how to get out of it. And you're abusing God when you do that. You're abusing the one that everyone comes out of. It's 6 of one, half dozen of another. And you're going to get it. You're going to get it. That's what you're thinking. I mean, what makes you think that your thinking only applies to yourself and not everything you think about? That's just being stupid. Okay? That's not ignorant. That's stupid. Big difference. Ignorance is you don't know any better. Stupid is you do know better and you're not thinking it all the way through. Okay? Not thinking it all the way through. So that comes back to that, just giving examples here. Anti-vaxxers and vaxxers. Why do you care? Why do you care? If you believe the vaccine works, then you're all good. Move along. Why do you care? If they believe the vaccine is going to hurt them, then it's going to hurt them. So why do you care? Do you want to see them hurt? You know how thinking works. Leave them alone. It's none of your business. Okay? That's their bodies. They get to decide. You don't get to decide. You get to decide for you and your body. And if you think you're good, they're good too. Okay? It's that judging going on. I am the judge. No. Err on the side of love. Be King Solomon. It's the best way to be, really, and when you just don't understand it, it hurts and stuff, you just go forgive. That changes your state of consciousness really fast, especially if you do it with, a lot of emotion, strong feeling, what the Bible calls compassion. It's a Greek translation, which means with passion, which is what the Jewish word meant. Do it with passion. Do it with feeling. Hey, I can do this. This is how it's going to be. And when you do that righteously and you think you're doing good, that's when the world starts getting crazy. Okay? Because you're judging, and then the opposite starts happening and all this other crap. And, you shouldn't be judging. And maybe you're judging, vaxxers, anti-vaxxers, but it will show up in your life as somebody close to you judging you. So you get the message, or somebody you've cared about and prayed for will show up and say something to you that, are you thinking? Are you thinking? Is this really what you want? And I mean, I love a lot of celebrities, but when they go on and on about, their personal pet peeve, their judgments, I'm not going to listen to them anymore. It's none of your business. You're an entertainer. Please go entertain. If you can't seem to do that, and I know you're thinking that you think you're doing good, but you're just paving the road of good intentions. Everybody walks that road. Big deal. What's it called? Pain and suffering. Pain and suffering. That's the road of good intentions. There is no good. There is no bad. It's all perfect and it's all love. You split love in two, you start judging good and bad. And people are on these freaky kicks about being all positive all the time and, slashing that negative thought with a positive thought. That's great, but you just stuck it back in your purse. Get rid of it. And you get rid of it by forgiveness and erring on the side of love. Everyone thinks they're doing good, but honestly, if you're seeing crap all around you, don't worry about it. God paves the way. That's the point. It's rippling out into humanity, okay? Because we can all see each other. We can all connect, physically. So we all know this internally. Computing means to compute, to figure out, and you do it within the framework of the program. Well, you're doing this in the framework of the 12 laws. Okay, each side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 3. 3, 3, 3, 3. It's 12. And 1 plus 2 is 3. Take it to that vortex mathematics. It's 3. Okay, the 3 work through you. You're the framework. Okay. All right. The 3 work through you. And you don't have to do a thing. Doesn't mean you go imagine it, sit around and wait for it. It means you imagine it and go live. And forget about imagining it. Drop it. And it'll all happen. Don't worry. It started happening the minute you imagined it. God sends you the desires. You're just telling him how you want that desire to appear in your life. Okay? Don't fight it. You just say thank you. And you say thank you. Because they work through you. And don't be afraid of life. Get out there and live life. And that's the point. Don't be afraid. Go out there, live life, do your best, do what you love to do, express yourself, and know that, your expressions are beautiful and they're perfect and they come from God, and don't let this mind up here stop you from listening to this mind down here, because that's when the caca happens. Okay? And you can't seem to help yourself, and that's because you haven't experienced it yet, and you need to. So you learn. Okay? You will ignore your father. You'll ignore your instinct. You'll ignore your gut. You'll ignore your feelings until you've learned. Don't do that. Don't ignore that voice. Don't ignore those feelings. Don't ignore that stuff. They're good. They're all good. Okay? It's how you use them. Are you going to recognize that's God talking to you or not? That's up to you. And only you can know when you're ready to accept that kind of information, to raise your consciousness up. So I hope this helps. It's truly about, when you understand the real law of attraction, like thoughts, beliefs attract like circumstances, conditions, events, and people into our lives. We write about this and we call it history. Okay? And even that is the perception of the one who is writing it. But if they truly love history, like Barbara Tuchman, like Will and Ariel Durant, they will dig into it and find all sides, and they present the whole picture. And their history books are a real joy to read. They're not dry. They're not boring. They're just a real joy. You should check them out sometime. They're really good. So I hope this helps. It's think about what you're saying while you're telling the youth of tomorrow at graduation ceremonies and stuff about, loving yourself and loving life and stuff. You need to understand that, you're not going to have a really good life if you don't pull it all together and understand it's not just you and your family and your friends. It's everybody. It's everybody. Okay? Even the guy who had your car towed off, it's him too. It's everybody. So I hope this helps. It really does work out just magically and wonderfully when you just start loving everybody like you love yourself. It's not rocket science. Just understand only you determine your identity. And nothing can shake it or change it. No circumstance, no condition, no event, and no person. Unless you allow it. So just don't allow it. Hope this helps. Blessings to you. And thank you. Thank you for being you.
Let's cut through the crap, Vaughn. I only got one thing to say to you.
Strike this motherfucker out!